Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome to your daily live commentaries here today playing some Call of Duty Ghosts with an exciting kit that I'm really happy to be using, and I think this is going to be one that you're going to see quite a bit of, or at least variations of this one, and it revolves around the Vector CRB, which up until this point the Vectors in Call of Duty games have been really fast, low recoil, weak SMGs. This one is a lot like the AK-74U from the first Black Ops, and I've started treating it as such, with very high degrees of success. I have given it rapid fire, I've given it a suppressor, and I've given it a grip, which the grip, I tested it in a private match, did a whole lot. The grip in this COD seems very, very effective. I think they heard the cries of how sad people were last time, and yeah, it really works this time around. So as I said, the Vector CRB with rapid fire, a grip, and a suppressor. It's pretty much just meant to be a very powerful close quarters class, very gun-centric. You can see down here I'm Specialist, and I have a bunch of perks. I got rid of my lethal and my tactical slot just to have more perks. I'm going for a very, very, very perk-heavy build. And I have a Magnum secondary, because when you have rapid fire on a weapon, you really do need a good secondary weapon to back it up. So I have the Magnum to swap to, and thanks to that one perk, I can put a second attachment on it. So I put on a muzzle brake and armor piercing, because the other attachments were like a Kimbo, a knife, and an ACOG scope. You know, there really wasn't much here to choose from, so I figured this would be the best thing to take. So that's just what it is, and it's going to hopefully work out really, really well for us. So we're going to go hop into a match. If we get joined into progress and one, I'll go ahead and play it out and do another one, but it looks like we are going to get one to play from the very beginning, and hopefully I won't embarrass myself this time around, so I don't have to worry about doing any edits here, unless this is going to take quite a while. Actually, I want to play on, yeah, I'll play on Freight. Hopefully we'll vote for that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make a cut, and I will see you all when the match begins. Now, one thing that I have noticed about this weapon is, despite the fact that it has rapid fire on it because of the grip, it's very, very, very controllable. And I think the CRB actually has the highest damage in the weapon class. I think it actually says that in the description. So it pretty much is the AK-74U from the first Black Ops, which if you remember, the AK-74U with rapid fire was a devastatingly powerful weapon in close quarters combat. And given the size of Call of Duty maps, being very, very effective in close quarters combat is a very, very good thing. Now granted, this game, there are some longer sight lines on a lot of different maps, but really, I've actually taken out some snipers with this thing. If you just tap the trigger and just do little bursts, you can really do some damage at long range. You gotta think, I have rapid fire on this thing, and I can control it that well. I can stay on target under full automatic fire at a reasonable distance. A reasonably long distance. Okay, we got a guy up here, and a guy right in front of us, too. Forgive me getting used to this new frame rate that I have whenever I turn fraps on. You think I would just play with fraps on all the time so I can just stay used to the frame rate, but it's not really that good, the frame rate right now. Although right now I'm not doing too awful bad. Right now the frame rate's actually staying pretty stable, so I'm pretty happy with it. But I did also reduce my settings. I'm playing on roughly a little under medium settings right now, so that's probably why I can record so much better. I completely misread where that guy was. I thought he was over in that one spot, because I wasted my whole magazine over there. If I'd known he was right where he was, I wouldn't have shot at that corner. I thought he was right here. I probably actually mistook that flaming trash can for him, which is entirely my fault. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm actually just explaining what I did wrong, because I'm actually really bad at this game, if you didn't notice. I saw you. Oh, that's an IED! Oh, I hate these things! Oh, I hate IEDs so much. You see, that's so horrible. So horrible. There's nothing you can do about them. As soon as they start beeping, you're pretty much dead. I think every Call of Duty video, every Ghosts video that I've made up until this point, I have made a point to vocalize my distaste for that particular piece of equipment in this game. I think I've made that view very clear up until this point. Where to go, where to go, where to go? What's this? Oh. Huh. That's neat. Yeah, you can just see how quickly this thing tears people down. And at the ranges you're fighting at with a suppressor, it's not really going to affect your damage negatively in any meaningful way. Only when you get at extreme ranges is it really that noticeable. And like I said, I have killed snipers with this thing just by tapping the trigger. And it still kills relatively quick because it has such a high base damage. I don't know how the damage fall-off is on it because damage charts for the weapon aren't really, I think, reliable yet because the game is so new. But yeah, this thing is, I think, going to be one of the weapons to watch out for in the days to come. I think this is going to be a really, really effective weapon inside of competitive play. Especially with rapid fire on, I think you're going to see it quite a bit. Maybe not in competitive play, maybe I kind of jumped the gun on that, but I think you're going to see it a lot online once people start figuring out how effective this weapon really is under rapid fire. Because it is really, really effective. I don't know if I can say that enough. This is pretty much, as far as I am concerned, the new AK-74U. Although, I should have steady aim on here. That is the mistake I'm making. But, okay. I'll make another point while I'm talking about stuff. I have Hardline on right now, because I'm using the Specialist package. Whenever you run the Specialist package, it is usually a good idea to have Hardline as one of your default perks, because it makes it easier to get the other perks that you can upgrade to through your kill streaks. I need to get here. I'm going to die. Yeah, there was nothing I was really going to be able to do there. Maybe not run into the room like I did would have been good, but it would also be nice if my frame rates would stay stable. Seriously. I haven't seen the Infinity Award side of Activision have a release this bad before. Actually, I don't know what it is these days with just FPS games that get released, have horrible, horrible launches, and have very poor optimization for a lot of people. Really? You did not die from all that? Okay. Tell me he didn't spawn there. Well, I'd like to know, but unfortunately this stuff is still glitching out for some odd reason. So there's really no way to know if he got killed and then spawned there, or he was just running around back there. He probably was just running around back there. I haven't seen really any bad spawns for quite a while in this game. And you're right here. If I can hit anything. Really? Huh. He looks like he just respawned. Although, yeah, okay, I can kind of forgive that one. It took him a while to get to me. I can forgive that one. Although it looks like they might just start spawning back here based on where the blips on the map are. I have a feeling I'm going to get shot in the back. I'm actually going to turn around. I actually think they are going to start coming from this direction. Although everything on the map, all the fighting is over back behind me. Maybe I misread that spawn. COD spawns are so hard to read sometimes. They're just so sporadic. It's hard to read. It's not like any other game like Halo. Halo spawns are pretty easy to read. Halo spawns are pretty predictable once you figure stuff out. Maybe I just need more time to play this game, but so far, predicting COD spawns has been very difficult for me. He's just laying back there. Okay. That works too. Oh, well, we're winning this by such a long shot. And it figures, I mean, I went like 25-3 earlier. Lots of good matches that I can't show you because there's no theater mode. But now that I'm recording and trying to do a live comm, I am not doing well at all. What are you doing? And, oh, okay, that was confusing. That was weird. Teammate, let me in. There you go. You know, I'm feeling kind of generous. Let's do another one. Let's do another one, because I don't really feel like I got to show this weapon off. Only 11-9. Like, we had a guy go 35-7. No wonder I couldn't really find anything. Because this guy was just tearing everything up. So no wonder I couldn't find anybody to kill. But we'll try this again. And, See how it all works out. He's actually apologizing in the chat for their spawn, saying the spawns are bad. I can kind of see that happening. Some of this hasn't been really stellar, but I still can't read the spawns in this game. The spawns in this game, like I said, are really just difficult for me to read. I've been having so much trouble doing it. I mean, maybe once I play the maps a bit more, I'll get used to it, but up until this point, I've had a lot of trouble with it. More so than other Call of Duties. Like every Call of Duty, like I said, Call of Duty spawns are very hard to read. They just are. They have really sporadic spawns sometimes. But this one's just been... I don't know. There's something about it. I think it's the fact that there's less people on the map and less people spawning. And because there's fewer people to drive where specific spawns are going to be, that's affecting it. Maybe that's the main thing. I'm not exactly sure. But actually, that would probably be one of the best explanations for it, would be fewer people looking at various sight lines, because most games, when they try to determine where people will spawn, it'll choose spawn locations based on proximity to various players and who's looking at what spawns, and I think that might have something to do with it, because there's not as many people. Probably opens up more spawn locations, and it's harder to get spawn locked exactly. And that probably at the same time means people are more likely to spawn in different locations, so it's really harder to read the spawns, because they're not as predictable. I'll go with this guy. He seemed like he was going to be going all by himself. I'll follow him. And it feels like my Oh, I was checking my sensitivity! Okay. Okay, that's too low. That's... Okay, I'll just have to deal with it. I was trying to think, maybe my sensitivity's off, but no, my sensitivity seems okay. It's a little fast, but it's not fast enough to really bother me. I'm gonna grab this, Can I get up here? Gonna grab this, field order up here. 1 kill with a melee. Wonderful. That's the one I can never get this one. A melee kill. This is the one I can almost never get. The one with jumping, humiliating opponents. I can get those. This one's a little more difficult for me. See, this weapon is just so good. So good. Oh, I thought he was alive. He was dead. Good thing my teammate was in front of me to protect me. Okay, let's just go. I thought my full metal jacket rounds and muzzle brake would allow me to shoot through that cover and take him out, but apparently not. Apparently it was just too far away for that, so I'm okay with that. Look for IEDs. I hate coming up here. There's always... Melee kill! There we go. Is that the field order completed? Yes, it is. That means I can call in a care package. It's just where to call it in. I need to get with my team so I'm somewhere a little safer, because I don't want to call it in out here, because I'm afraid I'll just have it taken from me if I try to call it in out here. Let's go ahead and pop it here. This seems a little bit safer. My team's watching that direction, so I'll watch this direction. And let's just hope it doesn't fall out of the map for some stupid reason. Hey, and a guard dog, too. That couldn't have been any worse. I like guard dogs. I mean, it could have been worse. Well, it couldn't have been any worse. No, it could have been a SATCOM. It could have been worse. Man, I thought he would have gone down. Okay, let's see. By the way, I decided to name the dog Hops Barkley. Hops Barkley after my friend Hops Barkley. I think the name fits, Hops Barkley. It's a nice little pun there. I think it fits very well. Unfortunately, because I got him from a care package, his kills won't count towards my streaks. No! I lost all those perks from the Specialist. That's okay. That's the only problem I have with Specialist is, really, it's kind of a really good give and take, because you do feel the benefits of it throughout the entire streak. It's not like I got one SATCOM and it was just kind of sitting there for a little bit, or maybe I got some other kind of streak, like a helicopter that got shot down right away. You know, I think, the most beneficial. I think it's the best streak to get. The best package is Specialist. Granted, sometimes it is nice just to be able to use the Assault and Support for their various bonuses, and sometimes they work better with other kits. But when you're going for a very gun-centric loadout where... Oh, those IEDs! Oh, I hate these things so much! Oh, but... I think when you're going for a very gun, very combat-centric loadout, I think this is the best way to go. That was stupid of me. Just pretend that you didn't see me do that. Just ignore that happened, and we'll both be happy. We'll all be nice and happy. If you guys just pretend that I'm the best gamer in the world and ignore the stupid mistakes that I make, it'll be so much better. Just, down in the comments, tell me how good I am at this game, and how inspiring my gameplay is, and how you wish you could play like me, and then everything will be happy. Ignore all the stupid mistakes that I make. How am I doing? 9-4. Okay, could be doing better. Man, that guy is 17-7 this time around now. He is good. He is doing really, really, really well. I'm glad he's kind of on my team, though. At the same time, I'm not glad that he's on my team, because it means there's fewer guys for me to kill, because he keeps killing them all. I think he died. Yeah, I think he died. Woohoo, okay.
Satcom active.
What do you have? Oh, the Bulldog. Wait, I just ran past him like that? What? Didn't even see him. Didn't even see him. Really?
Enemy Satcom spotted.
I'm gonna chalk that one up to just coincidence at this point. Because I haven't seen anything fishy like that up until now. Now, if it happened regularly up until this point, then I would call it fishy, but considering that's the first time I ever saw it happen, I'll let it slide before I start calling out the accusations. Okay, reload really quick. Catch my breath. He's probably up there. Okay, he did see me creep down there for a second, okay. I just saw... There you are. I just saw you on my radar. Couldn't have gone that far. Now, is there an IED waiting for me right here? Yes, there... See the proximity that it detected me at? And then he's just sitting there with his Bulldog. I hate IEDs so much. I hate them with an utter passion. Such a stupid piece of equipment. Completely brain dead. You have no... I could just go on and on about how much I hate IEDs. I really could just go on and on and on and on about it. So I'll spare you for now. And instead focus on how bad I am at this game. What killed you? I have no idea why he died. I really thought I was going to be pushing up daisies there. Oh, by the way, on this map, the one thing that I really love is this. I don't know why, but I love this chainsaw sticking... Did I just shoot through it and hit the tire in the back? I love that chainsaw sticking out of that. I don't know why. I love that. It's just one of those little touches on a map that you can appreciate, and I think that's just one of them. Like, somebody went out of their way and made a point to put that there. You know, that's not just a mesh that they have as a brush they can just put around, you know. It's not one of the random tree stump meshes that they have. They actually made a point to put the chainsaw there, and I like that. That's kind of neat. I like seeing those little touches. You know, there's just one guy working in the map-making section of this game that decided to do that. So another match. Man, I did not do as well as I was hoping I would do. Figures, whenever you go to record, this is something that happens to a lot of people. You do really good, then you go to record, and it's like, well, I did kind of average. But I'm still happy with it. Like I said, I think that gun's going to be a big thing to watch out for. The Vector with rapid fire, I think, is going to be a really big thing coming up. I think we're going to see it a lot like we did the AK-74U in the first Black Ops. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.